Today I'm going to talk about how to create a Padlet account and also how to utilize it in your classrooms. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. So we are going to go to padlet.com, and when the page loads, this is Padlet's home page. On the top right hand corner you can log in, or what we are going to do is sign up. It's free. So these are some different options that you can sign up with. I'm just going to go ahead and write my email and type that in and make a password to use. And then it has a nice little function at this point that says I'm beautiful. Nice job, Padlet. And then once this loads, this is the basic membership page. So you can see that with the basic membership you get 3 Padlets, what your files hold. With the Pro membership you get the unlimited Padlets, no ads. Again, it could be a nice feature for you if that's what you want, but we're just going to use the basic feature for right now. So this will take you to your personal Padlet dashboard. So you can kind of see some of the different things that you can click on, but we are going to start by just making a Padlet. So again, this takes you to this page, which you can choose from the different options that they have to make your Padlet look whatever way that you want. So they have different options. These are all things that you could go through and look on your own and see what you would like. They also have pre-made templates that you could also choose from. They have some really good ideas. I like the KWL chart that you could use. That's something that would be nice. A question and answer template could be nice as well. Again, whatever you want, but we're going to do the wall Padlet to just start now. So once you start your Padlet, it takes you to this almost pre-made Padlet that you can now customize however you would like. As you can see, there are different options. You can really make it look however you want and use whatever fonts, whatever suits your needs for your classroom. I'm going to go ahead and change the title to this Padlet to Classroom Discussion, because that is the functionality that I want to use this Padlet for. The description box you could change. We're just going to leave that for now. We'll leave the post color the same. Our font style can be the same. They also have an icon function, so you could change what the picture looks like so it would explain what it was. They have a lot of different options that you can choose from, but we're going to go ahead and just leave it how it was. They also have some different posting options. I like this attribution function because then I know who's posting what. I also like the profanity filter because you never know with junior high kids what they are going to say. Again, this could be used if you want the people that are posting to make comments. I also like that because then they can comment on their pages, comment on different people's posts, and then you can see that would make it easier to find your Padlet if you wanted to make it public and make it findable and shareable. Again, this is the privacy function, which I also like. You can make it completely secret so no one could find it. You can make it private. This is something that I like to do the password protected version. So then I would make a password. I'm just going to pick basketball because that is what this is going to be on. Not a super hard password by any means. And then you can also pick what each person can do that would come to your Padlet. So I'm going to do the can write because I want other people to contribute. Then you could add contributors if you needed. This is also a nice feature. Someone else could remake your Padlet using your template if you wanted to. And then this function is also really good if you were worried about what students would post. You can go ahead and change the moderation to where you could actually moderate the post before they even post to your Padlet. Again, that could be a nice feature if that's something that you're looking for. And then we're going to go ahead and start posting. So this is what it looks like. You can see down in the right hand corner there's a plus sign. You can click that and post from there. I'm going to go ahead and just type in, how did you think our basketball unit went? So that's all I'm going to do. That's my first comment, so that you can see they could add comments to this if they wanted. Again, that's something that they could share with you if they just wanted to comment straight onto your question. Again, you can go there, or you can just double click and it will pop up as well. This is also a great function just to use. So as you can see, you could upload a file, you could link a website, you could take a picture. Again, there are so many functions that are really nice. You could do a video, you could screencast. Again, so many functions that would be really nice in a class discussion that you usually don't have the option to do. So I'm going to go ahead, and I did this off camera so that you didn't have to see me copy and paste a link from YouTube. So I went ahead, and this would be nice if you wanted them to see a game that they could play. So I just found a game on YouTube that was a nice basketball shooting game. Then I can go ahead and link it. I already have that saved, and then it takes a second to load up, but when it does, it will show the video. So now this is a video that I've just linked. I can share that with my classroom, and they can, again, add comments if they wanted to, and check that out in a really easy format, really easy functionality. And again, you can see where it has my attributions at the top, that these are the comments that I have made or the posts that I have made to this site, which again, I think is something that's really awesome, something really beneficial. Then if I wanted to go back through, I could modify. So I'm going to go ahead and change the background that you can see. I'm going to change the description now, and I'm just going to change it to basketball unit, so that, again, my class knows what we're talking about with the classroom discussion. I can change what the post looks like. If I want, I kind of like the white theme. I could go ahead and change the font if I wanted the font to look different, but again, I'm not too worried about that. So with the icon, like I showed you before, there's a ton of different options, and I'm going to go ahead and pick this basketball one just because, again, we're using the basketball icon, and then you have to save that to go on. If I wanted to change to where I didn't have the names at the top, I can also change that. I talked with another teacher who was discussing how she could use it in her classroom, and she was talking about kind of having anonymous questions that are asked that sometimes are hard to ask in her classroom. That's another option. If you wanted this to be somewhat anonymous, you could have it where you didn't have who was posting what. So again, questions could still be asked without the awkward portion of kids knowing who's asking what. So again, I'm just going to ask a question just so you can kind of see what it does for me. And there again, you can see my 3 posts that I've made on my Padlet, which is awesome. Now I could have this discussion after with my class, and they would know what's going on. This again is just the share function. You can see I have it password protected. If I wanted to change that, I could. If I wanted to change the password, I could. If I wanted to change those with access function, I could change that as well if I just wanted them to read something that I posted. And I can also share this with others outside of Padlet if I wanted to, again, embed it in a blog or website, if I wanted to put it in my own Canvas for my classroom. There's a lot of different functions. I can put it on a Google Classroom, which is really nice. And again, you can see all of the options that you have if you want to share it with your classroom or with someone else. Also, you can kind of see different places. This is also a quick place that you can go and you can do all of the things that I've kind of already showed you. It has the modify option where, again, that takes you through the different places to change the font and change the background and things like that if you wanted to do that there. instead of just clicking on the modify button. It's up to you. We also can see where this is where your account would be, if you want to click on that, or that would take you back to the Padlet homepage as well. So we're going to go ahead and click this. Like you can see, if you wanted to upgrade, you can do that from there. It tells you how many Padlets you've used so far and your different things. We're going to go ahead and click on the home page, and this takes you back to your dashboard. And you can see our Padlet that we've made, the classroom discussion Padlet. And if I wanted to make another one, I can. We are actually going to now use one of the pre-made templates, again that KWL chart that I talked about previously, which is a great option if you needed to use that. One thing that I don't love about the pre-made Padlets or the pre-made templates is that they come with all of this pre-done information and stuff already on your Padlet, which again I don't love because then I have to go through and delete all of that stuff, but not hard at all. So I'm going to go and change the icon to basketball as well. We're going to make the attribution to where I can see who is posting. Again, I like the profanity filter because you never know what somebody's going to say. I always like to add the comment function as well because then people can comment on other people's posts. So again, you can change the privacy. I like the password protected version because then it's not just anybody that can post to the Padlet. It has to be somebody that has the password. And I like the moderation function as well because then I can change or know what somebody is posting before it's posted. So like you can see, there already are things already on this Padlet. So I'm going to just edit this comment. So you can delete it or just double click and edit straight onto the comment or the post. So what we know about basketball, you play it with a ball. Something super simple. I'm going to go ahead and delete all the rest of these options so they're not there. Again, something that takes up some time, but also not a big issue, just more time for you, which depends on how you want that to go. So I'll just add a comment to the want to know section. I want to know how to shoot a layup, and then what we learned section, I'll add in what a travel is. Again, this took me a minute to figure out how I wanted to word this, but as you can see, you can change and edit whatever you like and whatever you want it to say. So this would be a great way to have the option to have a discussion after a unit about a KWL chart. This could also be an assessment function. Again, with having all of these attributions already listed, it could be a great way to assess your students and what they know, what they learned, and what they would want to know. You can also modify these. I don't love how it's just white. It looks a little plain, but they have so many options. So you can see as I scroll through these, a lot of cool just picture options. They also have just colors. I can pick this orange one, which doesn't look great, or this coral one, matches kind of with the icon that we chose. Again, there's so many options that you can choose from and make it how you want it. So as you can see, this is what the KWL chart looks like. You could change anything that you wanted. Again, you can share this, but we're going to go ahead and go back to my home page, to my dashboard. So there you can see, those are the Padlets that we just made. It was super simple, super easy to use, and honestly, the functions and the options that you could do with this in your classroom are endless, which is something that I think is really cool about Padlet and something that I want to try to use more in my classroom as well.